Let us take a moment to take deep breaths. And now, drop our shoulders, relax into the space where we are. Take a moment to ease into each breath. Tune into our hearts and allow our intuition, higher self, to take in what resonates from these messages. So, intense moment of time around the world. Sending love to all. This video is to share the messages of the card spread that I've drew today. Personally, I've been feeling the new energy of Lyra, new energy of felines that is assisting us and inviting us to anchor in this moment of time. And June is a powerful month. Number 6 is also the number of this year. And we halfway. And if you draw the number 6, it's inviting us to go inwards as well, which is a reflection of the current process in this moment of time. And however, the current events in the external world seems to be mirroring and reflecting the paradox. And all is well. All is for us to learn to find higher awareness, higher viewpoint, and return into love and compassion and peace. And if you have been connecting with me, you probably can feel that Lyran is one of my dominant resonants. So I feel that it's part of my duty to anchor and inspire the message of evolving consciousness of Lyra energy and how it's relevant to humanity in this moment of time. So let us look at the top row of the spread. The top row is what is currently purging, is what currently coming up. First is the sense of fighting, fight or flight. Without a doubt, the pandemic and current events triggers sense of anxiety, sense of fight or flight mode, and defensive mechanism within us. Because we don't know where we are heading. We as human, to be honest, we are not quite used to jumping into the unknown water and learning to swim. Although many of us are doing so congratulations, but the collective mind is not quite used to that yet. So it triggers that sense of fighting, an old defensive mechanism, the old warrior archetype, and even the old savior archetype. Of fighting and fighting fire with fire. And in the center of the top row, there's a sense of the rebel within us. Yes, and this is relevant because there's a process of breaking upon the old chains. And the last card, politics. Yes, and without a doubt, the old structure is collapsing, every system is shifting, and that we can see. And let it be known that the politics card here also reflect the lies within us, the playing, the wearing mask, wearing certain personality within us. We'll get into that in a minute. So these are the energy that is being rising in this moment of time that I've noticed. So take in what resonates. And with the old egoic structure, old energy, It is natural for us to feed into the defensive mechanism, to strike, to bring out that lion, that tiger, that anger, that protectiveness, striking one's enemy. And the rebel within us, the old energy of the rebel within us, always going to burn all the system down, fighting the fire with fire. And the old politic structure within us is about externalization. It's about not being aware that we are giving, how much power we're giving to the external structure. Now, coming into something a bit lighter, in the middle row are the cards. The top row is of Ascension Tarot deck. The middle row is from Galactic Heritage Cards. You can order it online. It's a great deck. The first card is self-observance. And this, with mindfulness, with spiritual maturity, with the heart and the higher mind that seek to aim for higher view, for compassion in action, for truth, for purity, for serenity, for grace, for love. There's this invitation of going inwards into deep self-observance. And the lyra, the old era of lyra, and this I've learned from Galactic Heritage Cards. The old energy of lyra has to do with using the extreme of masculine principle. Externalization comes the fighting, the overprotective mode, over defensive mechanism, and they needed to use the masculine principle because they were the explorer. I will leave the link to the creator of Galactic Heritage Cards and the deck in the description. Everything will be in the description, so check them out. And then the higher lesson is to maintain the balance between the feminine and the masculine principle. And the feminine is about magnetic, about going inwards, and honest self-observance, looking at the external world as if we are looking into a mirror of ourselves. Bring upon maturity, brings upon the balance between the feminine and the masculine principle within us. So here is an invitation for us to have an honest self-assessment of what the external world is triggered within us. The sense of righteousness, the sense of anger, the sense of hatred or sorrow or grief. Is all a blessing for all of this to come up and for we to purge, to let go and to clear. The next card, the new era of lyra that inspiring us, is generosity. Without a doubt, throughout this year, we are all learning to support one another the best that we can, in balance with supporting ourselves. And the invitation of generosity is to go beyond fear of lack, is to observe whether we have resistance in giving or whether we have resistance in receiving. And this is both tangible and intangible form. So it's another purging of structure of fear of lack. And I feel deeply that fear of lack has to do with the control of elitism, control of political structure as well. So the more we're freeing ourselves from fear of lack, the more we are freeing ourselves from the elusive structures of the external world and return power back to ourselves into community. Next card, the new era of lyra, is natural humility, the humble heart. And we always associate the lyra or the lion heart with courageous heart. And this also has to be balanced with humbleness. Know that we are at service. Know that those that trigger the pain and suffering us too are at their service. The best at their frequencies. Doing the best at where they are. Return into the humble heart, knowing that the teacher too is a student, knowing that all make mistakes and we learn from that, knowing that the leaders too are the followers, know that we all are unlocking more lessons and learning and being and becoming. And here is an invitation to be kind to ourselves and be kind to others, and to inspire that, not forcing but inspiring. And the fourth card of the middle row, the new era of Lyra, is complete surrender. And yeah, without a doubt, we are learning to surrender. Observe the mind. Observe the thought patterns, observe the delusion of control, the insistence of the outcome, observe the comparison, observe the clinging to fears, the clinging to insistence, and so on. Let them go and embrace the steps, the fact that at time we know nothing, and that is the first step to wisdom. Because when we embrace the state of knowing nothing, we empty our cups and we fully open to receive the magic of the creation, the higher flow that is guiding us, that is beyond the logic mind and the intellect. The last row, the bottom row, is of my deck, Touch of Ascension. I love to combine my deck with other decks. The energies that helping purging the old and anchoring the new. First card is the Spirit of Fairy, and I feel that Fairy also connecting with Andromeda energy. Fairies inspired imagination, creative thinking, fluidity, spontaneous flow. If you observe the butterfly or imagine how the fairy will fly from one flower, one plant, from one to another, very spontaneous, very free flowing and fluid. Align ourselves with that. The second card is the winged scarab. The scarab of the Kemet culture, the ancient Egypt culture, symbolizes the new rise of the sun, new awareness, new day. And the scarab totem, the scarab medicine, speaks of perseverance, hard working, honor all resources. The last card is the central sun, another sun energy. Through the state of centerness, we are able to observe with clarity, allow everything to flow, be in a humble heart and complete surrender. Observe the chaos and changes through the state of stillness and calm. It's a dance. It's a dance. So I feel that these messages inspired you somehow. Take it how it may help, how it may resonate. Powerful month indeed. We're having full moon, a lunar eclipse, and then solstice and possibly solar eclipse. I have to check to confirm. But for those of you who want to sit in a circle with us, check out my website this month. Tomorrow we're sitting in a full moon energy, and then later solstice. So let us sit in our breath, and here I'm offering light language transmission. Siano Kura Mariana Karti. We're tuning into the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders, dear ones. Kia rania no soa aniana dayana. Ua rania uana no kara. Wasiana ora. Breathe in and out and let it all go. And relax into all processes. Matiana kia noi. Tiano koyana tia sayo. Ariano koratia so moani anatia. Ua siana uana yana niniana. In communicating with DNA resonance, assisting you in anchoring new template that is deeply within you, assisting in anchoring what serves of your ancestors, for you are ancestors too of the new generation. Maniano korati ano so oani nikiano, matiano kora mani anatia, si ua si uni nikiato ani. Feel your feet. Imagine yourself sitting like a sphinx, the great sphinx. True wisdom of the lion, the observer, observing within and out. Kayo tai niana, huasiano kumana tiayo. Take a moment to breathe to the top of your head and exhale down to your feet, grounding our energy, connecting with the land where you are. Inhale again, connecting with the sky above. Exhale, connecting with all that around you and within you. Thank you so much and take care. Take care, take time to nurture yourself and your loved ones. I would like to put it out there that June slot for private channeling sessions are open for booking. And you can reserve your slot now. And thank you as always for connecting with this channel, for sharing your resonance. Lots of love to you. Namaste.